Good morning, dear colleagues. We start our working day at Ukraine Crisis Media Center, and now I give the floor to representative of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, spokesman Colonel Victoria Kushnir. Good morning, dear colleagues. I'm glad to see you all at our briefing. The Ministry of Defense of Ukraine continues reforms to increase effectiveness and to optimize the activities of the ministry. So 9 draft orders of the head of state are now at the administration of the president, and these documents concerning the realization of reforms in the military sphere. They envisage the issues of military service in the armed forces of Ukraine and also service of foreign citizens in the armed forces of Ukraine. Also introduce military medical doctrine and also other legislative norms. Also, they want to name the ship that is called Kirovograd of the 5th Brigade. They want to name the ship after Yuri Aliferenko. He was the captain of the first rank and he died while saving lives of his comrades. The ministry continues to provide awards to those servicemen who serve and who carry out their duties properly. So 135 servicemen were awarded and received valuable gifts for the participation in ATO operation, and the status was attributed to 4,000 people, and from the start of the year 149.5 thousand servicemen of the armed forces of Ukraine got the status of the participants of ATO. From the start of the year, more than 32,000 servicemen signed the contract with the armed forces of Ukraine, including 3,000 officers. Also, 500 people are going to sign contracts. They have been already selected. So the curricula of military institutions will correspond the NATO standards, and they are going to train officers, and they review qualification requirements in accordance with the experience got in the course of ATO. Also, they increased the number of practical lessons to increase commander skills and also their readiness to carry out different tasks. Also, there are 45–50% of time for practical training and 70% for officers at refresher training, and 30% of practical tasks are carried out at night in firing grounds, and they are taught how to take decisions under emergency conditions. There will be some practices and practical training, and after graduation it is envisaged that the officers will be trained before getting promotion. So refresher training is established at the military academies of higher educational institutions of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine. So the network of courses includes 180 training courses that last from 1 week till 3 months. This is refresher training for 4,000 officers and state servants per year. So Ukrainian servicemen continue to demine the area from explosive devices left by the militants. This week, engineers of the military forces of Ukraine cleared 30,000 30 hectares of land, and they deactivated 800 explosive devices. So from the start of ATO, military engineers deactivated more than 114,300 explosive devices and cleared the area of 2,460 hectares of land. They continue to provide compensation to servicemen of the armed forces of Ukraine who carry out tasks in the ATO area. As of today, 29,000 servicemen who took part in ATO got 130 million hryvnias for successful completion of military tasks, 5.5 million hryvnias. In the medical institutions of the Ministry of Defense, they are going to introduce equipment that is supplied in accordance with the concluded contracts for the sum of 1,200,000 hryvnias. This is radiological, electric, and electrotherapeutic equipment, visual equipment with the use of echographics, ultrasound equipment, Doppler equipment, and Sono ACE R7 equipment. The ministry also concluded the contract for gastrofibroscopic and medical and surgical and dental equipment for the sum of 1,750,000 hryvnias. Now, 75 servicemen are treated in the medical institutions. These servicemen were wounded in the course of ATO. 17 are treated abroad. 4 in Germany, Lithuania and Estonia, 2 in the United States and Latvia, and 1 in Poland. 37 servicemen are rehabilitated in the sanitary institutions of the Ministry of Defense. And from the start of the ATO, 293 participants of ATO underwent rehabilitation. Also in May, 190 participants of ATO were rehabilitated in the sports facilities of the Ministry of Defense. Ukrainian sportsmen continue to improve the image of the country at the international arena. 88 sportsmen took part in 29 international competition, and they got 21 gold, 30 silver, and 17 bronze medals. And Oleg Verniaev won 3 gold, 1 silver medal at bar, vaulting horse, and other exercises. Also, Ilya Kvasha got gold and 2 bronze medals for diving, and Sergeant Alexander Gorshkovozov got silver and bronze. Also, there were some competitions in Germany, and they also got prizes while competing in pentathlon in the United States. Also, there was all-Ukrainian competition. They got 28 gold, 24 silver medals, and 19 bronze medals. Also, there were international competition, and these were boat competitions, also gymnastics in Switzerland, shooting in Germany, and also cycling in Lithuania. And also they are preparing for also for other competitions, water polo and karate among junior sportsmen, and also Children International Tour in gymnastics. Thank you. Till the next time.